And we say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. We are live again. We are in downtown Kingsport on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday, May 1st, 2018. Our countdown to Christmas, if you care, and most obviously do not, but we are 237 days away from Christmas 2018. This is show number 738. Again, we're live here in downtown Kingsport with our dear friend Greg Taylor, who's going to be with us coming up here in just a few minutes. And we got a full show lined up. Coming up in a few minutes, going to be talking to Josh Lawson from the Kingsport Mets. Also coming up in a few minutes, we got Chris Bell is going to be talking about the Kingsport lacrosse, and then even more closer, Tina Pasquale. We're going to talk to her. I love that. We're going to talk to her from the Boys and Girls Club here of Greater Kingsport. That would be involving the gala, the raffle, and something really cool that's new here at the Boys and Girls Club that they're going to crank up this summer, which will be flag football. So we'll talk about that coming up here in just a few minutes. So we are a little tardy getting on. I guess I can tell you why now. It's after the fact, but we had a chance, an unfortunate chance, but a chance nonetheless to pay tribute to a dear, dear friend of mine who passed away. That would be our buddy from Ward's Feed Store for many, many years. That would be our buddy Alan Ward, who passed away unexpectedly after having gone through a liver transplant, and things, the complications came about as a result of that. The Lord took him home. So funeral was yesterday, graveside today, so that's where we've been. And so we, again, we'll talk more about that coming up here before the end of the show. So I want to pay tribute again to my buddy. We spent every week, let me think here, at least 8 years, every week we were doing a show from Ward's Feed Store. So he and I go back a long way. And of course, Becky and Garrett, just trying to pick up the pieces of a very, very unfortunate, tough situation. So that's where I've been. We'll take a quick break. We'll get dialed in here, ready to go. We got lots to talk about. We will tell you about the NBA, the National Hockey League, and high school baseball, high school softball, Major League Baseball, all the usuals. We do have a baseball game today. We've got Elizabeth and Science Hill from Cardinal Park, now known as Knoxville TVA Credit Union Park, I think it is. 5:45 airtime, 6 o'clock tonight. We've got baseball for you here on these airwaves. So quick break. We are again live on the internet. We are live on Facebook on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, and also TomTaylorSports.com. Show number 738. Again, they laughed at me when they said you're going to do a show on the internet and on Facebook. Yep, and we're rolling strong. We have, I know our ticket giveaway back at Bristol Motor Speedway had entries from 12 states. So hello to, I know my buddy Josh is watching out in Cleveland, Texas. Got some folks in West Virginia, got folks here local. So we'll take a break, and we're going to be joined by this young lady right off camera right after this on show number 738 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here with the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitat, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad-spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back with the Tom Davis Sports Show. No, I'm not Tina Pasquale. Let's get the camera on her because she is right over here. We'll swing the camera around and boom, there she is. Good morning, young lady. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. Welcome. You, in two different ways. Welcome to be on the show and welcome to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. You've been there, what'd you say, about a month?
Yep,
right?
just about a month. A little bit over a month.
Yes, you're still getting your feet wet, as they
I
say.
am. Well, I'm getting thrown right in the middle of the fire, getting stuff done.
Yes, and your friend off camera said, you know, I think today'd be a good day for Tina to just kind of jump in and do this. So here we go. The
All right.
development coordinator. Got several things going on. First off, kind of step back and give us an overview about the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. How many kids and kind of an infomercial before we get into the event.
All right. Well, Boys and Girls Club, you know, we have 5 campuses. We have East Stone Drive. That's the largest campus, and that's 44,000 square feet. We have Scott County. We also have kids in Hawkins County at Rogersville. We have Satellite Campus at Cloud and Riverview and Kingsport. So all in all, over 1,900 kids.
Wow,
It's
1,900 kids.
It's amazing.
And in the years past, I always want to emphasize, folks, and you're going to reinforce this, that this is not a babysitting service. I mean, you guys and ladies get these kids in there, and you work with them, you
Absolutely.
develop their skills. I mean, it's not just, we're just not, as I said, babysitting them. You're growing these kids in a lot of different ways.
Absolutely. One of our big push, Great Futures, this is where Great Futures start. We do programming. It's educational. We also have kids exercising. We have gardens at different sites. We feed the kids also. All the kids in the Kingsport sites, they get dinner, the summer programs, they get breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack. So, yeah, we're bringing these kids up. We have all kinds of different programs.
1,900 kids involved in the system, and so this is it 6 days a week, 7 days a week, 5 days a week?
5 days a week.
Yeah, 5 days a week, and so, but we have chances to raise money. Obviously, we're a nonprofit organization, so that would be coming under what's always a big event. We love to promote it every year. It's the gala, and so that is coming up in a raffle as well. We're getting ready to give away a car, so kind of give us an overview of what's getting ready to happen.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, this is a Kingsport tradition, the gala, and certainly the raffle. The raffle for the 2018 Porsche 718 Boxster Roadster. It's a mouthful, but we've been doing that for 12 years. Only 1,300 tickets are sold, and I think we're creeping up pretty close to 1,300. So if you want a ticket, you have to get it right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you almost sold out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, introduce this young lady, would you please?
Oh, sure. Because I keep looking over.
She won't come on camera, but she's looking at us both, so there she is.
Come on over. This is Lisa. Pronounce your last name for me. Yes, and she is the executive director of Boys and Girls Club. Since I'm new, she's here to hold my hand and give me notes. I feel like I'm an anchor at a news.
There you go, the newsroom. There you go. So, but she has told us in the past, and you just told us a few minutes ago, what is 60% of the sales are coming through internet? Is that right?
About 60%, yes.
That is awesome. So 1,300 is maxed out.
Well, we're creeping up, so
Right.
people got to get on it.
Yeah, but 1,300 is the
That's
topped
it.
out, and so
Yes.
we're not there yet, but we're rapidly approaching. So, how much does it cost to get a ticket, and how do we do that?
It is $100 a ticket. You can go on our website, which is kbgc.com. You can give us a call. .org. See, that's why she's here to keep me straight. kbgc.org, or you can give us a call. Area code 423-230-4160, extension 231.
There you go. Good. Or kbgc.org. That's the best way to do it, I guess. if
It
you want to do
is.
over the
It
internet.
absolutely is.
So, and there's no limit. You can buy as many as you want, right?
And
as long
people,
as it's there.
absolutely, people will buy 10, 12 tickets at a time.
Yep. The last couple of winners, do you remember where they were from geographically? Local?
Yes, last year's winner was from Gate City, actually.
Gate City. Awesome. So out of town internet sales, but that doesn't mean they're out of town just because you're using the internet. It can be local. So Gate City was the winner last year. Again, we're talking to Tina Pasquale. You see on the screen of the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. We're live again here in downtown Kingsport tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday will be at Champion Chevrolet. And then Friday, Food City Friday will be at Food City this week at Food City in Boones Creek. So we'll be hopping around again as we do every month. And so we're here today in downtown Kingsport. As we were yesterday, we're at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance. So love coming to Kingsport, love going all over the Tri-Cities, love promoting an organization helping kids to the tune of 1,900 young people. Again, 5 days a week, the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. So the Porsche Boxster 718 Roadster.
Yes.
That just sounds cool. Do we know what color it is?
It's red.
Candy apple red or fire engine red?
Fire engine red. And it drives like a dream. I had an opportunity to drive it the other day, and I didn't even get in the sixth gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a dream boat car.
Oh, my gosh. It starts up like a lion, and it purrs like a kitten. It's gorgeous.
I love this. Starts like a lion and purrs like a kitten.
That's right.
All right. So that's when is the cutoff to buy the tickets, by the way? When's the
May
last
9th.
May 9th.
However, if you come to the gala, which we'll talk about in a second,
Right.
You can buy tickets at the door for the raffle.
So you have until May 9th, which is 8 days from today, to, again, and you feel pretty confident that the 1,300 are going to go. They normally do, right? You sell it out. So kbgc.org is where you want to go on the website, wherever you are watching and listening. So the folks in West Virginia, the folks in Myrtle Beach that watch every day, the folks in Texas, really matters not where you are to purchase a ticket. And if you win it, you get a chance to come to the Tri-Cities and pick it up and drive it home. Is that right?
Absolutely. And then we'll give you a tour of the Boys and Girls Club.
There you go. Yeah, smooth. Just smooth that right in there.
That's right.
Good. So tell me about the gala. It's coming up again. We're talking to Tina Pasquale again for the Boys and Girls Club. Coming up, top of the hour, we'll have Josh Lawson joining us from the Kingsport Mets. So tell us about the gala coming up.
The gala. This one's going to be pretty neat. You know, the last couple of years we've done a tour of great cities of the world. We've done Paris. We've done New York. We've done Rome, all these great cities. There's the theme. We have food that goes with it. People dress up for it. But this year it's Las Vegas, so it's no holds barred. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have 2 Elvises, which I guess would be an Elvi, you know. If people want to dress like Elvis, they could dress like Elvis. We have folks who are dressing like Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack.
Oh, really?
We're also going to have, you know, Frank Sinatra music. Oh, it's going to be awesome. We have a casino. We have I guess you call it a chorus line, the showgirls who kick, you know, to welcome people when they come in. The Kingsport Theater Guild, they're going to have folks there who are going to be doing different little vignettes and stuff like that.
So it's going to be neat.
It's going to
be at Meadowview, is that correct?
Yes.
And the date again is?
May 12th.
May the 12th, which is not that far away. How much are the tickets for that?
$100.
$100.
Yep.
So are you a fan of Elvis?
I think more the kitsch Elvis, yeah.
And so you will have an Elvis, so you're encouraging people to dress up as if they're in Vegas. They can be a Sinatra, they can be an Elvis, they can be, who else is out there? Wayne Newton, I can Liberace.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the guys with the tigers and stuff, I forget their name.
And then who else had an extended, George Strait's been out there in concert for many, Garth Brooks. Shania Twain,
Celine
Dion. So people can dress up like them if they wanted to.
Absolutely. Or they can come dressed, you know, as a gala. Anybody wants to come, they can come.
Last year was an Italian, was it not? Rome. Yeah, and everybody dressed up. So it's really cool. It's a costume kind of event if you so desire. So it's coming up again at Meadowview. Here in Kingsport, $100 tickets on May the 12th. Hello to Bradley Purdy watching out in Cleveland, Texas, and Jerry McNeil and Elizabeth watching. Thank you. Appreciate a couple of folks I want to give a shout out to. They're watching the show. So, again, we're talking to Tina Pasquale. So the money raised for the gala and the raffle go where?
They go directly to the Boys and Girls Club. And this is not, you know, it's to all of the Boys and Girls Club for Greater Kingsport. So everybody gets some money.
Sure.
Yeah.
It benefits all these 1,900 kids.
Yes.
In one way, shape, or form. So kids that are behind academically need a little help. You guys tutor, you help them out at school, and you help them there at the Boys and Girls Club, right?
Absolutely. And we also, we're partnering with United We Read in the summertime to sort of bring them up to make sure that, you know, you read to learn. No, you learn to read up to grade 3, and then you read to learn after that. So anybody that does not learn to read by grade 3, they get left behind, and it's tough for them to get caught up.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. So, yep, that kind of is paramount for success. I've read many articles that, to get a leg up, if you will, of other people, you got to be able to read proficiently. So you're helping these kids do that. So,
Absolutely.
So they'll be successful in life. It's the name of the game. So then you have that going on. Then you told me that you're getting ready to crank up flag football. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to make sure that we mention that since you're a sports show. Yes, we have flag football. It's co-ed, so we have girls and boys who play. It's 5 to 12 years old, and it's USA football rules. So this is a great way for kids to sort of learn the rules and everything like that, and see if they want to go a little bit, take it to the next level with JV and everything. We're taking registrations now. People can go to the website and find out about it. But it's $25 for members, $35 for non-members, and we try to encourage non-members, because everybody's got their friends at school and stuff like that they want to play with. So bring your friends too.
Yep. What's the ages the kids come to the Boys and Girls Club? How young up to what age?
6 to 18.
Yeah, 6 to 18. And it runs across the board. Socioeconomic, it's from all different parts of the city of Kingsport and area. So,
Absolutely.
Yep. So it's a neat organization. Been promoting this for many years back when Chuck was here. How long have you been the executive director?
7 years.
7 years. So we go back even before that with I used to call him Chuckles. He said I was the only guy I got by calling him Chuckles because I was bigger than he was. But Chuck, and then so yes, this is a great organization doing great things. Physically, you're located where? For folks out there who may not know, where's the Boys and Girls Club physically located at?
Well, it's one positive place. We're right off of Eastman Road, between, I don't know, folks, close by, between Pratt's Barbecue and Rush Street. There's the traffic light, and you just turn right there, and there we are. Stone Drive, did I say?
You're right off Stone Drive. Yeah.
Stone Drive.
Yeah. One positive place right off Stone Drive between
Pratt's
Pratt's
and Rush Street.
Between Pratt's and Rush Street. So.
Yeah.
kbgc.org. So we got the gala coming up, got tickets you can buy for that on May 12th. You got the raffle coming up until May the 9th. And then if you just want to get involved, I would assume there's opportunities for folks to come over there and get involved, to volunteer and to lend their talents to help these kids, right?
Oh, absolutely. You can check us out on Facebook or on Twitter, Instagram, instant message us, and we'll find a place for you. There's a place for everybody.
There you go. Lisa, we've covered everything. Are you happy?
Absolutely.
Cherry red is what you said? Fire engine red.
Yeah, fire engine red. It is
Engine red.
beautiful.
And it starts like a lion and purrs like a kitten.
The whole time.
There you go. So $100 tickets. They're almost maxed out, as you heard her say. So the ceiling or the cap it off at $1,300. So if you want to get involved, I would suggest you do that by going to kbgc.org and find out right there and click on how you can put a bid in for 1, 2, 3, 4. More the merrier. Obviously, the more pulls in the bucket that you have, the more chance you have to win the car.
Of course.
Pretty basic.
That's right.
Yeah. But what? Only takes one, but the more pulls you got, or more names in the bucket, the more chance you get to win. So that's the
right.
name of the game. We appreciate you coming by here. We want to get you back on again, probably next week before. I'll be back over next week, so I want to get you guys to come back through again at another stop here in Kingsport. Can you come back next week? And
Sure,
maybe one more push?
absolutely. I wouldn't miss
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff. So you all right with it? So is this your maiden voyage on being on an interview type show?
No.
You've done it before?
No, it may look like it to everybody.
Oh, I'm just wondering. Since you're new to the business, I
But
didn't know.
no, this is not the first time.
Okay, this ain't your first rodeo.
It is not.
Okay, good job. All right. So we are done. Again, we appreciate her very much. Again, kbgc.org is the place to go. We'll take a quick break for one of our great sponsors. I'm going out there today to have some, going to get some chow at Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue off Eastern Star Road, Interstate 26. He's with us now. We'll be right back with more right after this. Thanks to Tina Pasquale and the lovely Lisa and the kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back with my buddy Phil's Dream Pit again, the quest for perfect barbecue. And tell us about, big guy, tell us about the dream packs at Phil's Dream Pit.
So we offer these dream packs that we offer them in equal numbers. So like 4, 8, 12, 20, 24. I mean, we can do them as much as 100 people or more. We've had them go out for 300 people. But the dream packs it comes with the pork, the sauce, the buns, and 3 sides. So you could do like beans, potato salad, and coleslaw. The price ends up costing you a little under $7 a person, which is an unbelievable value around here.
Well, obviously, spring's right around the corner. You're looking at people on the move, going to ball games and little league games, and just being on the move. So this is a great way to come in and get a dream pack. And or if you got an event in the backyard, a cookout, or whatever you got going on, this is a great way to feed the gang, right?
It is, and another benefit of it is sometimes people are having rehearsal dinners, and they'll have volunteers from their church that will serve. So this is a very inexpensive way to hold your costs down for your rehearsal dinner or your wedding. We do offer full service catering. The price goes up a little bit to have our whole crew out there, but you could do the value packs too, and have folks from church serve it, and cost you under $7 a person.
Let's squeeze in before I let him go. Meat by the pound. So again, another event coming up that you just want to come out here and buy this great meat by the pound. You do that as well.
I do. We offer the pulled chicken. We offer brisket by the pound, pork by the pound, chicken salad by the pound. The chicken salad, kind of give us a heads up if you're going to want 4 or 5 pounds of that, because we try not to make that much of it at once.
And all this on the website.
And philsdreampit.com.
Yep.
It has our catering menu. It also has our in-house menu and the value packs, and just an awesome deal.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, they're physically located right off Interstate 26, the Eastern Star exit. So Phil's Dream Pit, philsdreampit.com. The Quest for Perfect Barbecue, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here in downtown Kingsport on this Tuesday, May 1st. May Day, it is. And I want to get my man come up here and get him into the we're going to do that coming up here in just a minute, get him on the screen because hello, Steve McCauley, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He is watching. Thank you, my friend. Show number 738 coming up. We're also going to be hearing from William Yarber from Max Medismart, brand new month, the brand new supplements on sale. Also, Chris Bell's going to join us from the Kingsport Lacrosse. And right now, let's get him in. Let's put him on the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is, and there he is. Josh Lawson with the Kingsport Mets. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning, Tom. Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for stopping by. And whew, it's been a pretty good run for those New York Mets right now. What's going on with the big club?
It really has. I mean, they're staying healthy. That some of the veteran players are playing really well. Our pitching staff looks good. I mean, it's just the key is staying healthy. That's the key to it. And so, we know the Nationals are going to be good, and they're going to catch fire at some point during the season. And so, I think we just got to put a little cushion between us and them.
Game and a half lead right now over the Atlanta Braves. They're playing some really good baseball.
Yeah, they really are.
Really are.
Yeah,
the Phillies, they're 2 back. Then you have the Nationals 5.5 back, and the Marlins in the cellar at 8 back right now. But again, New York a game and a half up. They got Syndergaard on the mound tonight in New York against Atlanta and Newcomb. So 7-10 first pitch. Who won the game last night? It was didn't play last night.
No,
So
I think
opening up a series tonight.
Yeah, it seems like every time we talk, Syndergaard's on the mound.
It is.
So.
It's like 3 times in a row.
Yes, I think we kind of make that happen like that. So.
Yep. So Josh Lawson with us, the Kingsport Mets again. He's of course the big club, New York, with the different. Let's run back up through again. We start rookie league, Kingsport. Tell me how we get to the big club from here.
Yeah, whenever you leave Kingsport, we have another short season team, which is the Brooklyn Cyclones that play, and a lot of times guys may skip Brooklyn if they come to Kingsport. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And then you'll move up to the Columbia Fireflies, which is over in Columbia, South Carolina, and into the Port St. Lucie Mets, and then Binghamton Rumble Ponies now. They're called that to stop myself a little bit. They were known for the Binghamton Mets forever. And then our AAA is in Las Vegas, the 51s.
I'll play. What's a Rumble Pony? Rumble Pony.
I think Binghamton, New York was really famous for, and it's funny, their carousels, they're ponies that they forever, I think like the main manufacturer of carousels was in Binghamton, New York. And so the ponies that are on the carousel are called a Rumble Pony. And so, knowing that, knowing the kind of the background, it makes a little bit more sense. When I first heard it, I thought, really, a Rumble Pony? And I know some of the players are like, I'm going to be a Rumble Pony this year. And so, but, kind of, it's neat, though, that they kind of, keep it local and everything like that. So.
So for us old country people, it's a merry-go-round.
It's a merry-go-round. It's the horsies on a merry-go-round. That I get yelled at for getting on now. I may break it. April yells at me all the time. So.
April doesn't yell at you.
No, she
Come
doesn't.
on.
She doesn't. No, she doesn't yell at me.
She's a sweetheart.
She is. She really is.
She really is. She's a dandy. She's a lovely bride. We're talking to my man Josh Lawson. He's on the screen, and we're getting closer. Every time we come to visit, we're getting closer and closer to opening night. It's in June, and is there any promotional nights still available?
There is. We're filling up really quick. This year, we've had a big interest in sponsorship this year, and that's kind of what we're in the middle of right now, is working with sponsors. I love going out and meeting some of the local general managers of different businesses and talking to them and giving them some ideals. And last week we sat down with a local grocery store chain and worked out a deal with them, and all of our players are going to wear a special military jersey throughout the season on different nights honoring the military. Brian and I went out last week and spoke to TC Mac, a local veterans organization here in Kingsport, and just kind of, we always do a military night every year. New York, the big club is really big on honoring our vets and everything like that, as we all should be. And we just kind of wanted to make it a little bit better and make it, several games throughout the season. And so we went to Ingles, and Ingles said, absolutely, we're more than happy to sponsor it. And so they actually purchasing jerseys for our players to wear on the field, and it's going to be a military theme. And so it's going to be that's going to be a really neat promotion. We've got a bobblehead promotion that we're doing this year. Again, actually, I have two bobblehead promotions we're doing this year. One of them is Lee Landers. We're giving a Lee Landers bobblehead out. This is
who's the outgoing commissioner?
He's the commissioner of the Appalachian League, and Lee's been around since the dawn of time, and so we're honoring him with the bobblehead giveaway. And so we're working on some really neat nights. One of the things that we are doing that we've been concentrating on. About 3 or 4 years ago, Brian and I kind of sat down and brainstormed on some ideas of what we can do, and we have a pavilion that the city built for us up down the first baseline, which I know you've attended it, and we have a caterer. Actually, he's the elder at the church that I go to, Wayne Darnell, and he does barbecue for us. And so for a set price, an organization can come out, bring their employees out, and have an all-you-can-eat pork barbecue, hamburger, hot dogs, baked beans, slaw, desserts and drinks for a set price, and enjoy the ball game. And we hold it in our pavilion there. Our pavilion it hosts about 70 to 100 people comfortably, but last year we did 450 for an organization here in Kingsport, so we had to rope off the entire left side of the stadium. But it's a neat way for different businesses to come get involved and kind of to kind of treat your employees out to a really good night, especially since they work so hard.
Absolutely. So all you got to do is do what?
All you got to do is call me up. We've got 34 home dates that people can select from. I was telling Wayne yesterday, I think 15's already committed. We've got another 5 under contract. So our goal is to get all 34 games filled. And so, it's a really neat night. Again, we can host anywhere from 25 people up. And so, if that's something somebody's interested in, or, if you've got a big family, kind of like me and April does, you can kind of feed your entire family, bring 30 of your relatives out and enjoy that. So.
Watch baseball and get your belly full of barbecue.
Exactly.
It's good food too. I was there last year with Jeremy Livesey with Movement Mortgage, who's going to be back there again this year, I think.
Yeah, he is.
He's bought a night at the ballpark. He said, I want you to come down and do some live stream stuff. I said, I can do that for you. So
yeah, it's funny. You look down the right field line, and there's Jeremy's face on the outfield wall right there. So I have to stare at Jeremy's face all year long. And me and Jeremy went to high school together and everything, and I told him, I said, that's tough on our right fielders, seeing you watching over top of them like that. So.
He loves it though, doesn't he?
He does. He really does.
Because I think he put it strategically where the scoreboard is. So.
He did. Yeah. I mean, that's actually he wanted that spot, and it is a prime spot. Everybody's eyes are on the scoreboard. It doesn't matter if you're keeping up with the game or not. You're all the time looking at the scoreboard, which we have a brand new one of this year. The city, that was their big improvement to the ballpark this year. Is they literally just got through installing a brand new scoreboard, and so. LED and be able to run messages on it and everything like that. So it's going to be really neat.
It's all good. Again, we're talking to our buddy Josh Lawson. So again, tell me what's the very latest? What's happening with Tim Tebow? What's the latest with Tebow?
Well, he's in Binghamton. He's a Rumble pony. Actually, come to think of it, he's having a pretty good year. Again, Sandy Alderson, our GM, said that Tim does have every opportunity to make it to the majors, just like any of our players do in the minor leagues. And so, obviously, I have a vested interest being a youth minister and Tim making it to the major leagues. So, hopefully, it happens.
That's what we want, right? That's the
It
goal.
really is, yeah.
As
sure.
you've met this guy, and he's the real deal.
He's
right?
the real deal, yeah. We go down every year for spring training, and got to meet him a couple times and got to watch him take some BP and everything. He is the real deal. He is what he says he is. So.
Neat stuff. We're talking to Josh Lawson, the Kingsport Mets. So, besides the nights at the ballpark, what else is out there for folks to sponsor? That you'd encourage them to call you up and say, "I'd like to be a part of this or that," or maybe create their own promotion.
They can create their own promotion. They can have their own night at the ballpark. Food City is one of our sponsors, and we do a Food City night. I think every Monday night's Food City night. So we still have some nights open that people can come out and actually, buy the night, per se. And I think we're completely out of our outfield wall signs now, which is always, it's a premium spot. But we do have plenty of signage, and the neat thing about our signage is it goes up for the entire season. So it doesn't just include those 34 Kingsport Met home games. We've got a tournament starting tomorrow. Milligan's coming down and playing in a tournament for the next 4 days, and we have college tournaments, high school tournaments, middle school. We had a wedding there a couple years ago, so they get all the coverage for all the entire year.
Mm-hmm. So anytime there's a ball game at Hunter Wright Stadium, the folks are exposed to your particular signage that's on the wall if you're a corporate person. So, and then I would assume, and in fact you just said that if there's another way to get your name out there in a promotion, whatever, you're open for ideas, right?
Absolutely, we sure are. We're going to do a faith night. We're working with some local churches on doing a faith night out there, and so anybody that wants to get on board, we're still taking sponsors for our military nights. Obviously Ingalls is our key sponsor for that, but we are working with some other organizations that do want to get on board, and so whether it's helping out veterans or nonprofits, stuff like that. We work all the way. We use those 34 games as a platform to kind of get everybody's messages out there.
Employment opportunities, or do you have everybody you need on staff?
No, we're hiring right now. Actually, if people want to come by and put in an application, we started taking those applications about a week ago. Again, we have 34 home games, so we hire from everything from on-field staff to concessions to front gate ticket takers, ticket sellers, and then up in the press box. So we have about probably 30 to 45 game day employees that Brian and I manage.
Awesome. Good stuff. Josh Lawson with us, Kingsport Mets. Again, website is KMets.
KMets.com, or you can get on their Facebook. Seems like everybody's social media driven now. So Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff, you can follow us on all that. So
I love this guy. Facebook, Twitter, all that other stuff. That's like me. It's like just whatever's out there. Clouds and fogs, and there's something seems like coming out every day. I'm just learning Twitter.
It's Twitter. That's,
Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn Facebook, and there's Instagrams out there, and there's a cloud out there, and there's something else out there, something like all the time. And
yeah, the youth in my youth group make constant fun of me because I just figured Facebook out, and apparently Facebook's a thing of the past and stuff like that. And so Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff, I can't. Whatever.
I can't keep up with it.
I can't either.
I do the best I can do. Anything else over there that you want to talk about?
Actually, I'm a youth minister, and so I was talking to our church secretary today. We've got a Super Saturday coming up during Fun Fest. It's this last Saturday of Fun Fest, the big blowout day with fireworks and everything. We're going to have a youth rally that day at Oakwood Forest Christian Church, right there next to the post office on Eastman Road. We're going to have guest speakers, musicians, and everything like that. And so definitely want to invite anybody to bring their youth out. We're in conjunction with it. We're doing our VBS, just a one-day VBS that day, and so there'll be something for adults, for youth, and for the young ones out there that day. So that's on July the 21st.
Awesome. Encourage
everybody to keep up with Oakwood Forest Christian Church, and we're on Facebook and all that as well too. So
there you go.
Still trying to figure all that out as well.
Yeah. You want to come back soon, talk some more?
Absolutely, be more than happy to.
Yeah.
So,
Love you come out. You do a great job.
I enjoy being out here. So.
Go Mets, right?
Absolutely, go Mets. Yeah.
And go K-Mets.
Go K-Mets.
Just go Mets.
Just Mets in general.
Mets in general. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here again. We are in downtown Kingsport, Greg Taylor's place. We'll come back and we'll take a look at Major League Baseball. And we'll take a look at high school baseball and softball from yesterday and last night. We're winding down. This is the final week of the regular season. Tournaments start all over the place. Some start Thursday, some playing games, and we'll tell you all about what we know as far as the single A, double A, and triple A tournaments. We do have baseball tonight. We'll be at Cardinal Park, or now the Knoxville TVA Credit Union Park in Johnson City for the Elizabethton Cyclones, and without question, the number one team in the area, the Science Hill Hilltoppers. We'll see how we can fare against the Hilltoppers. Good warm-up game because our tournament starts Friday night, and we'll play at Cardinal Park. So it's a good chance to get on that field for the kids, for the young men, as they get ready to start tournament play on Friday night against either Happy Valley or Johnson County. And they do a play-in game on Thursday, and that winner has the Elizabethton Cyclones on Friday night. We've got them tonight, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Elizabethton. More from downtown Kingsport right after this on show number 738 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
This is Andrew McKeon, president of Carter County Bank. Carter County is blessed with amazing characteristics. Natural beauty, caring people, and locally owned small businesses all make our community one of the best places in America to live. Remember to support Carter County small businesses with your purchases, because for every $100 you spend at a Carter County owned business, $45 stays here to create local jobs and support our schools. When you spend $100 at a national chain store, only $14 remains in our community. So no matter where you roam, hurry back home. Let's pull together to support local business and make our community even better.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We're live again here in downtown Kingsport. Let's take a look again, as promised, at Major League Baseball again on this Tuesday. See how things went to the bigs. Hello, Betty Perry watching in Elizabethton. What a sweetheart. Hello, young lady. Hope you're having a great, great day because you deserve it. Again, let's see what happened last night in Major League Baseball, and I picked up the wrong paper. So it's funny because one paper has all the scores and one does not. So here we go. Let's run them down for you. Last night, it was Arizona defeating the Los Angeles Dodgers last night. San Francisco got by San Diego. Milwaukee beat Cincinnati 6-5. Miami doubles up Philadelphia 8-4. Washington 3, Pittsburgh 2. And the Cubs beat Colorado 3-2 in the National League. In the American League from last night, Cleveland over Texas 7-5. Red Sox all over Kansas City 10-6. Tampa Bay beat Detroit 3-2. And Daniel Norris, the groin injury, out 8 to 12 weeks now. He's on the shelf on the DL for the Detroit Tigers. Tigers lose last night, as we said, 3-2 to Tampa Bay. Houston beat the Yankees in a great matchup last night in Houston. The red-hot New York Yankees that had a 9-game winning streak, and the defending world champion Houston Astros. Astros got them 2-1, and Toronto beat Minnesota. Final there was 7-5. So the American League tonight: Texas at Cleveland, Kansas City against Sale, and the Red Sox at Fenway, Tampa Bay at Detroit. Yankees in Houston. Justin Verlander goes. Man, this guy has been out of sight, all world, on fire, 4-0. He will be on the mound against Montgomery tonight. A couple of unbeatens. Montgomery 2-0, Verlander 4-0. That'll be in Houston. Toronto at Minnesota. The White Sox in St. Louis in interleague play. Baltimore in LA against Big Albert. Pujols and the Angels, and Oakland. Pujols at 2.996, needs 4 more hits to hit 3,000. And Oakland plays at Seattle tonight in the American League. In the National League, all under the lights: Pittsburgh at Washington, Atlanta, New York. It's Milwaukee and Cincinnati. Miami playing host to Philadelphia. Colorado and the Cubs will get together tonight at Wrigley Field. 8:05 first pitch in Wrigley. White Sox, as we said, in St. Louis. The Dodgers at Arizona. Clayton Kershaw 1-4 out of the gate. Will be in Arizona tonight against the Diamondbacks. And then San Diego plays at San Francisco, continuing that series in the Major Leagues and the National League. Tom Douglas Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Let's run down scores from yesterday. Let's give you a look and see how things went in high school baseball yesterday and last night, baseball and softball. First off, we'll tell you in Bluff City, it was Crockett senior Luke Larkins providing the game-winning, rocketing a 3-1 fastball over the right field fence in the top of the 7th inning to lift the Crockett Pioneers to a 9-8 non-conference win over Sullivan East. This team's catching fire again under Nick Lingerfeld, first-year coach. They struggled coming out of the gate, and they've really gotten better over the last couple of weeks and could be a real problem for somebody in that AAA tournament that starts right up the road here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium this weekend. Science Hill baseball coach Ryan Edwards told his hitters to be patient as Unicoi County starter Clay Simpson continued to get them out. And this kid, we saw him pitch last week, struck out 12 Elizabethton Cyclones. Well, he did have a good night last night, struck out, I think it was a total of 6. And so they put together a big 9-run 5th inning to defeat the Blue Devils 10-0 in a matchup of conference champions last night at the TVA Credit Union Ballpark. And so Science Hill, again, puts it all over Unicoi County 10-0. The Cyclones will be there tonight. We'll see how they can do, if they can fare better against Science Hill. We'll go on air at the broadcast at 5:45, first pitch tonight at 6 o'clock. John Boy Ramsey threw 10 strikeouts and a no-hitter. Unaka 13-0 win over Hancock County in Sneedville on Monday. John Wesley Harden had a 2-run double, and Ramsey had 2 hits himself. Isaac Hill had a hit and finished with 2 RBIs as well for the Unaka Rangers. Dobbins Minute, Brogan Beckner, Jeremiah Ball, and Jason McDavid combined on a 2-hit shutout as the Indians held on to beat the Cyclones. It was not a shutout. It was a 2-1 final. And so you had Ethan Eggleston with a double, Stretchy single to a double, and then Matthew Daly scored on the throw in the final inning to avoid the shutout. Again, Elizabethton loses up the road here at J. Fred last night 2-1. Trey Shine gave up just 4 hits and 1 walk in the loss. There was a staff pitching effort being put together last night by the Elizabethton Cyclones, so they lose last night to run their mark to 19-7. Again, we'll be on the road tonight at Science Hill, final game of the regular season, 5:45 airtime, 6 o'clock first pitch tonight. Of course, Elizabethton getting some extra game experience on the field where they're going to start the District 1 AA tournament coming up again beginning Thursday night in the play-in game between Happy Valley and Johnson County. What else happened yesterday in baseball and softball? John Trent pitched a complete game, striking out 6 while giving up just 1 earned run and 4 hits to give the Knights a season sweep of the Bucks last night. Big win there, of course, for Providence Academy, doubling up University High. Again, the final score was 4-2. Big ball game last night for Providence Academy, of course, playing in the public schools. And so when you can do that, that's always a big, big night. And so a big win last night. Congratulations to Providence Academy, doubling up, as we said, University High 4-2. Sullivan South all over Johnson County 12-5. Rebels rallied from an early 5-run deficit to score the final 12 runs of the game against the Longhorns. And so big win last night for Anthony Richardson and the Sullivan South Rebels. Also, you have in softball last night, Crockett beat Granger 2-1. Lindsey Jenkins had a walk-off RBI single to score Riley Hope and lift the Lady Pioneers over the Lady Grizzlies to earn the championship of the 32nd annual Tiny Day tournament. Again, that was Crockett 2, Granger 1. Kara Wing struck out 5, and Hope, Riley Hope was the tournament MVP, had a great tournament, and so Crockett wins the Tiny Day championship. Also, you have Crockett beating Cherokee 10-9 in that same tournament. Granger beat Daniel Boone 9-5. Science Hills Lady Hilltoppers all over Volunteer 15-2. 4 home runs, including a grand salami by Casey Bennett and a romp over the Lady Falcons. Other games, you had Lauren Brickey yesterday for the Lady Cyclones, gave up just 4 hits and 2 walks in a shutout win while helping her cause by going 2 for 4 at the plate. Again, Maggie Johnson 2 for 3, while Haley Fair had 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 RBIs. Bailey Creasy scored twice. Kaylin Shell, Macy Herman, Macy West, and Kira Dillard all drove in runs. And so Elizabethton shuts out Sullivan East in softball 6-0. Cloudland did the same, a 10-0 win over the Lady Bulldogs of Hampton. And so that's what's happening, or what happened, I should say, yesterday in local high school baseball and softball. Let's run down the schedule for you today. First off, in baseball, our ball game, 5:45 airtime, 6 o'clock first pitch. We'll be again at Cardinal Park or the TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Elizabethton and Science Hill. Science Hill 28-6. Elizabethton at 19-7. Pretty good matchup tonight. We'll see how that one goes, starting at 6 o'clock, again on air at 5:45 from the ballpark. Should be a great night for baseball. Sullivan East at Crockett tonight. Dobbins Minute at Unicoi County. Cherokee at Granger. Volunteer at Sullivan Central. University High at Unaka tonight. Cloudland plays in Hancock County. It is Wise Union at Sullivan North, and North Green plays at Providence Academy. In softball tonight, Dobbins Minute at Volunteer. In conference game, Crockett at Cherokee. That too is a conference game. Elizabethton plays at Union, Virginia tonight at 5:30. Sullivan North at Unaka, and Cloudland will be at North Green, and that will be going on again tonight in high school baseball and softball from across the region. So tournament starts coming up. AAA tournament will be at J. Fred Johnson Stadium right up the road here. It should be Science Hill's tournament to lose. It is based on the regular season. The AA tournament at TVA Credit Union Ballpark in Johnson City. Single A baseball will be at Crockett this year. The AAA softball will be at Metro Kiwanis Park in Johnson City. The AA softball will be in Elizabethton Field, and the single A softball will be, let's see, where will that be? Tom will tell you just as soon as we find it, buddy. Thank you. And so single A softball will be where? It should be, here we go, single A softball will be at Unaka's Field. Their home field in Unaka up Stony Creek in Carter County. The AAA soccer at the Stone Castle in Bristol. The AA soccer will be at the home field of the higher seeds, and the single A soccer will be also at the home field of the higher seeds. So that's what's going on there And so that's your look, again, at high school baseball, softball, and also Major League Baseball here on this Tuesday, May the 1st, 2018. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here again. We are in downtown Kingsport. Our dear friend Greg Taylor. We'll take a break, and we'll get old Greg on here and talk a little bit right after this time out, as we'll take a break for our buddy Jeremy Livesey will be at his place coming up on Monday, and we'll do that coming up here in just a second. But first, this break from the good folks at the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and Jim Klein Farmers Insurance on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, I just got the bracket thanks to Tim Copenhaver from Champion Chevrolet. Just sent me the bracket over for the AAA tournament. Here's how it rolls on Friday. It'll be Dobbsville and Cherokee. It'll be up here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium here in Kingsport. Dobbsville and Cherokee, again, DB the number 4 seed, Cherokee the number 5 seed. They'll play that one on Friday. Also on Friday, you'll have the number 2 seed, Tennessee High, and the number 7 seed, Volunteer. And then also on Friday, the number 3 seed, Daniel Boone, and the number 6 seed, Crockett, will all play. That would be at 3, 5:30, and 8 on Friday night. Science Hill plays the winner of the Dobbsville Cherokee game on Saturday morning. Also, you have the Tennessee High Volunteer winner plays the winner of Daniel Boone and Crockett. Highest seed is always home. Science Hill gets the bye by winning the Big 7 regular season championship. And so DB Cherokee, Tennessee High Volunteer, Boone Crockett, all that on Friday. Then on Saturday it is a doubleheader. Science Hill and the Boone Cherokee winner on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. And also you have the Tennessee High Volunteer, Boone Crockett winners will play at 1:30 on Saturday. So that's your first couple of days of the District 1 baseball tournament from J. Fred Johnson Stadium. And so again, one more time, again, the first game, Dobbsville at Cherokee. Game 2 will be Tennessee High Volunteer. Game 3 on Friday will be Boone and Crockett. All thanks to Tim Copenhaver to send that to me. Thank you, big guy. We'll be at Champion Chevrolet, of course, on Thursday. And Science Hill plays the winner of the Dobbsville Cherokee game on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. And Tennessee High Volunteer and Boone and Crockett's two winners, those two winners will play on Saturday afternoon at 1:30. Then after that, it gets kind of dicey and iffy and who knows what. I like the fact they're not playing on Sunday. I applaud them for not playing on Sunday. I think it's ridiculous to play baseball or anything on Sunday on the Lord's Day. And so this particular tournament is not. Some have in the past, but this one is not, so that's a good thing. Also, before we get Greg in here in just a second, 8-team field of the Appalachian Athletic Conference baseball tournament set here in Kingsport. It'll crack up tomorrow at Hunter Wright Stadium. Milligan takes on the number 6 seed. The Buffaloes will open against the number 6 seed. They will open against the number 3 seed Reinhardt on Wednesday at noon, tomorrow at noon at Hunter Wright Stadium. Bryan and Tennessee Wesleyan each ended with identical 21-6 conference records, but Bryan won 2 out of 3 head-to-head to be the top seed. The tournament runs through Saturday and consists of 8 teams and 2 pools of 4. It is double elimination and pool play before the 2 pool winners will meet in a winner-take-all championship game. And so Milligan plays tomorrow, and so that would be the Buffaloes, 18-29, the number 6 seed, taking on Reinhardt, the number 3 seed. That will be tomorrow at noon at Hunter Wright Stadium here in Kingsport, the home of the Kingsport Mets. College football, Virginia says defensive lineman Dylan Thompson transferring from Ohio State to the Cavaliers. Thompson played in only 2 games for the Buckeyes, made 3 tackles in 2017, was limited by injuries. He is again transferring from Ohio State to UVA in Charlottesville, Virginia. And in baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers, their season got a lot worse Monday. News that 2-time All-Star shortstop and the Rookie of the Year in 2016, Corey Seager, undergoing season-ending Tommy John surgery. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts said the operation will be performed Friday in Los Angeles. It is a big blow. He will be out of pocket for the rest of the year. And then, of course, in NBA basketball, as we've told you yesterday, we talked about it yesterday, confirmed it today, Steph Curry expected to be back from a left knee injury to play in Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals tonight, coming off the bench against the New Orleans Pelicans. We'll talk more about the NBA and the National Hockey League. The Predators back in action tonight. We'll tell you all about that coming up here in just a little while. Quick break. We'll be right back. He's here. He's ready. He's our buddy. Oh, yeah. My man Greg Taylor's going to join us coming up next year. We're live in downtown Kingsport on show number 738 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Welcome to the Mini Morning News Show, where we are so excited about Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis for breakfast that we've minified the news.
In real estate news, tiny homes for those who like everything within arm's reach.
In culinary news, micro food, because, small plates.
In entertainment news, this year it's all about the mini-series.
In pop culture news, mini everything.
Because, aw. All right, thanks for listening. Now go put some mini in your morning with the chicken you love for breakfast. Chick-fil-A's Chicken Minis until 10:30 a.m.
Back to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. No, I'm not him. Greg Taylor's with us, and he's already starting to cut up over here. Oh, I like this guy. I like him a lot. Let's get this camera on. Boom, there he is, my man Greg Taylor. How you doing, sir? Good morning.
Doing well, Tom. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for letting me come hang out with us, one of our great sponsors.
Yes,
your
sir.
Brother's watching. Say a good morning to your brother, Gary. Is today his birthday?
Yesterday was his birthday.
That's what I thought.
79.
79 years old. Happy birthday, Gary.
Doesn't look a day over 80, does he?
No, he doesn't look a day over 80. Looks he's drinking formaldehyde. Looks well for his age.
Something like
well
that.
preserved.
Yeah.
79 yesterday. Way to go, Gary. You'll get a call here in a minute. You'll get a text.
Probably. Yeah. Let's see. Is it dinging yet? No, it's not dinging yet. But no, he's still a young man. A young man.
Just a young pup.
Yeah. So yeah, happy birthday publicly a day late to the good brother. Yeah.
We had Lisa in here a few minutes ago, and Tina Pasquale, new young lady that's working the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. This Porsche Boxster. Now, you've been to these galas in the past. The gala this year is on May the 12th. It is going to be a Las Vegas-themed event at Meadowview. You've been there in the past. It's a great night to raise a lot of great money, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely it is. And, and first of all, it's a great cause. Anytime you're doing something to help kids in any sort of way, with their education, to give them opportunity to be safe, all those things, and to provide opportunities for future and develop kids, it's just a great cause. So yes, we've been involved with it for many years, and and Tina's doing a great job. Obviously, she's new to the club. Ann Beckelman has been in that position, and so to kind of give you an update on that, one of the things we've done is the Boys and Girls Club has a foundation, which we're trying to do more and more things because it takes a lot of money to run a club of that size now and to give those opportunities to the kids. So Ann is helping basically steer the foundation and trying to get endowments and things like that to grow it further and further. And so Tina's there, at the club doing what Ann was doing for the club, so doing the gala and the Porsche raffle. So Ann has been doing other things. So we just recently in March had a golf tournament, which is the first one we had, and that's sponsored by the foundation. And then later this year in the fall, we'll have another. We had the first one last year, basically like a reverse raffle called Last Man Standing. So that was a good event, and we'll have more information about that later in the year as we go along. But all of those things basically to raise funds to help these kids, and and they talked about it more eloquently than I could, obviously because they're doing it every day, but it takes a lot of people there on site, hands-on with these kids every day, and then it takes a lot of people to raise the funds to make sure that happens. And as they talked about, it's not just helping with homework. It's everything from feeding kids, having a safe place for the kids to be, in addition to helping them with their education and opportunities to help, have tutors and things like that. And all of that, on top of that, the sports is the gravy, but sports can be a great thing to help keep kids safe also. So, it's a really good cause, and I don't know if they spoke about the different units that we have around Kingsport, geographically in Southwest Virginia now that we're helping out with. So the more you reach out and the more you do, the more funds and things you need. So obviously that's why we do these things, and we appreciate so much the support of the United Way. There's just a great organization here in Kingsport. Can't say enough great things about the United Way and what they do and to help us. And then also, the donors that just give, unselfishly and just, because they know what it's for, and you can see it. If you ever go to the club, come by the club and visit, and you see that.
1,900 kids you got to generate money for. That's a lot of youngins that you're trying to provide services for and opportunities. So yes, it's an ongoing effort. And so two of the ways to raise the money obviously would be through this gala and the raffle. Now the raffle for the Porsche Boxster Roadster 718 or Boxster 718 Roadster, I think it's how I'm saying it, the Porsche Candy Apple Red. There's 1,300 tickets. They're $100 a piece, and they're once they're gone, they're gone. And of course, the closer they get to the event, the more they'll sell out. So there's still a few left. You go to kbgc.com, or I'm sorry, kbgc.org to buy your tickets. And so they're $100 a pop. They cap them off at $1,300. Last year, Lisa said, who was in there earlier and will show that the winner was from Gate City. And I think before that, 2 previous years from that, I believe they're from Johnson City.
Yes,
so
sir. That's correct.
It is, and she said 60% of her sales come in on the internet. It doesn't mean they're out of town, but obviously the local folks are well represented because the last 3 years have been won by local people. So if you're interested in buying a car or winning a car, not buying one, but winning a car, just go to kbgc.org. And again, you have until May the 9th to buy your ticket or tickets. Obviously, the more you buy, more times your name's in the pot, rather, the more chance you have to win. And then the gala itself is May the 12th. This year it's a Las Vegas themed event. Those tickets also $100. You can also go to kbgc.org to get more about that. They also said they're getting ready to implement flag football. That's pretty cool.
Yes, sir. That's great. In the summertime, there's lots of free time, so that's a good time to have things like that and involve kids and parents and keep them active. So that's just super.
Read an article over the weekend. Don't know how much truth's going to be to this, but this guy was saying that the days of the football game we know as now is going to be going away, and because of the concussion, the injuries, and the liability, that you not too far down the road may just see, even on a high school level, flag football versus the contact football. And I thought, man, that'll never happen, but it's kind of going in that direction,
right?
Unfortunately,
absolutely. And also, just to kind of segue a little bit, we had talked about having Chris Bell come on today and talk about lacrosse here in the Tri-Cities, and that's another sport that we're seeing grow, partly because of that, I think, and he can talk more intelligently about that, but his schedule has changed today, so he's not going to be able to be here with us today. But Chris works here in the office, and he's been instrumental in helping, among other people, but instrumental in helping get lacrosse started and going and growing in the Tri-Cities area. So yeah, that's you're very true. Lots of different alternatives for what we know as football.
Yep, I know they're already starting to monkey with the kickoff, and they're trying to make football non-contact sports. What it looks like to me, and football is a contact sport. So either you're going to play and know you're going to get hit, or you're not going to play and not get hit. But kickoff. Of course, they're saying the more injuries are more times than not on kickoffs and punt returns. So. And they got the statistics to back that up. So flag football may be a thing in the future. I don't see it. I just don't think we'll get to that point. But I've certainly been wrong before. But this flag football for the little people is awesome. And, of course, it'll be a chance for these kids to get involved. And, again, you can find out more by going to kbgc.org as far as the flag football at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport. Baseball tonight, we got Elizabethton and Science Hill from Cardinal Park, TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Again, airtime 5:45. First pitch at 6, brought to you by Chick-fil-A of Greater Elizabethton. Can't wait to get over there tonight. It's going to be a great night for baseball. Finally, the weather's going to be great. Great venue at Cardinal Park, now TVA Credit Union Ballpark. And so it's going to be a great night tonight to be out there and watch some baseball. So if you can't, be sure and tune in. And, of course, we'll send it. Our last broadcast, we had folks from 6 different states watching, listening, so we're very proud of the coverage we're giving the Elizabethton Cyclones, because this the last game before this tournament starts on Friday. Guess where? At TVA Credit Union Ballpark. Coach President was smart in getting over there to play on that field before the tournament starts. Tennessee football. We haven't had a chance to talk much about Jeremy Pruitt and the Tennessee Vols and all that fiasco that went down before they Butch left, and in came Jeremy Pruitt. So spring practice behind us, and Pruitt, he's a no-nonsense kind of guy. What's your take? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are you thinking right now about Tennessee football heading into the summer workouts and, of course, the first full season for Pruitt's right around the corner?
Boy, you set me up pretty good there. You just went right into that. Yeah. So it was interesting. A couple nights ago, we were, and I have to admit that I'm not following the NFL.
Nor am I.
But some people were talking about the draft and various things, and the number one pick, played for Oklahoma and was in Neyland Stadium just a few years ago, and had that game gone a little differently, his future path, Oklahoma's and Tennessee's could have been entirely different. And Butch Jones, had Tennessee won that game, it may have made a huge difference in that season, and he may still be there as the head coach, and things may have gone differently, but they didn't. So the program did what it did and got to where it got, and so they have getting ready to start fresh. So a lot of positive news, I think, that that we've been hearing. So I hope they do well, and it seems like he's intent on putting a good product on the field and keeping things going in a positive direction there. So I think he'll do a good job, and hope so. And I think it will certainly be different than what we've seen in the last few years.
Got to give him some patience. Got to give him some time. He's gonna get his own system there. It's like any job. I mean, here where you work or any place anybody works, you bring in, you take over a situation. You got to let the whoever, in this case Jeremy Pruitt, get his people in there. He's got his staff. He's gonna get his people in there, aka recruits, the kind of kid he wants. I mean, right now he's inherited a football program that obviously wasn't very good, and so this may be a lean year for him this year. Although I think his pedigree would tell me that in a close game situation, unlike his predecessor, I would go to the bank saying we would have a better chance of winning a close game with Jeremy Pruitt coaching than we will if Butch Jones, because Butch had, and that's not it is a knock on Butch, but he had ample opportunity to win in close games and never could win the big one.
Yep.
This guy's come from a staff that is used to winning, expecting to win. They have national championships hang on the wall when he was a coach there. So I think when it comes to a critical situation, and just like the Oklahoma game or the Texas A&M game out there or the Florida game, was it last year? They lost in the last play, or was it 2 years ago?
2 years ago, I believe.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, there was any number of games that they were in they could have won and didn't. I think with Jeremy Pruitt at the helm and his coaching staff, there's a whole new, as you said, new dimension to this program in Knoxville, and I think when the push comes to shove and it comes down to crunch time, he'll win those games even with less talent than he's going to have in the future, simply because of his coaching style and his coaching ability. Remains to be seen, but I just think that one of the knocks on Butch it was obvious he just couldn't win the big games, couldn't find a way to win. And, we all get in a situation, got to find in a tight spot the way to come out on top, whether it's your job, my job. So
yep.
I think give Jeremy Pruitt a chance, and if he goes down, comes out of the gate 0-3, 0-4, I don't think so. He opens up with West Virginia and Charlotte, then he has East Tennessee State, then he has UTEP, then he has Florida, then he has Georgia. That's his first 5. The first 4 are at home, and then he goes down between the hedges of Georgia. So he has, the first one's at Charlotte, the Belk Bowl, the neutral site. You got West Virginia there, then you have East Tennessee State at home, UTEP at home, Texas El Paso, and then Florida at home before he goes to Georgia. So, hello Jerry Keller, for whatever reason, if he's 1-3 or 0-4 and everybody starts, well, he can't coach. You cannot continue to remove coaches and keep changing the coaching at any sport, at any team, in any league. I don't care if it's the pros or the little league, where you cannot continue to change coaches at a drop of a hat. You can never build a program that way.
You have to build the foundation. You have to have a good system. You have to implement it. You have to have time to get things going. A lot of the argument was, though, in the last year was that, okay, you've had time to get the foundation laid and you're not making any progress. And, you do get to that point, but not after 3 games. So, this year is going to be, this year is going to be the start, and hopefully, if people see that they're competitive and they're in ball games and progressing, then I don't think there's a problem there. And that's what I'm also looking for out of our Bucks over here in Johnson City too. It's getting the program going, and they've done a great job getting the program restarted. And bringing in Randy Sanders, I think it's a great choice. He wants to be here. It's home area to him, and had an opportunity to meet him down in Tallahassee a couple 3 years ago. And even though he's from here and everything, that's where I met him. And so he's a good guy. And I heard him speak at Kiwanis here in Kingsport a few weeks ago, promoting the program and everything. And he's intent on doing a good job there. And would like to see them be competing for the championship in the Southern Conference year in and year out. So that's going to be exciting to watch too here in our area. And also an exciting product for us is ETSU basketball. It's been exciting to watch them here under Coach Forbes the last 3 years, and we're there at every game, and really looking forward to seeing them go in the next season. Has brought in some excellent recruits here from high schools in the last few weeks, signed them, and then also some junior college players that are coming in. It's going to make a huge difference and take that next step. Hopefully get that tournament championship next year and move on into the NCAA tournament again.
Here you go. That's the name of the game. And so NBA tonight, again, Cleveland, Toronto, game one of the best of 7 starting tonight in Toronto between the Raptors and LeBron, who calls himself the king. And so he's put up some pretty good numbers. Of course, last night, as we told you, it was Boston defeating Philadelphia 117-101. Celtics took that one game one of the best of 7. Western Conference will pick back up tonight. New Orleans at Golden State, game 2. Steph Curry back, probably in unlimited capacity, coming off the bench more than likely. And so that'll be tonight, game 2 of that series. Golden State, the defending world champions, lead that one 1-0. And then tomorrow night, Houston and Utah. So we're down to the final 4 in the NBA. National Hockey League, that one will crank back up tonight, that particular sport. That will crank up, of course, with the Nashville Predators and Winnipeg Jets. You ever get a chance to watch the Preds on TV?
I have not. I've had talked to several people that have been down there in the last few weeks to some of the games and everything, and it's a great atmosphere, and people really enjoy going down there and watching.
The format, by the way, in the National Hockey League Stanley Cup playoffs, 2-2, 1-1-1-1. So the first 2 were in Nashville. They were split. And so game 3 tonight and also Thursday night in Winnipeg before, again, we get into a 1 back and forth. So it's a 2-2, 1-1-1 situation, the best of 7. And again, that one's tied at 1 apiece. Also tonight, skating on the ice, you would have, let's see, anybody else? Nope, tomorrow night. And tomorrow night is Vegas and San Jose. Tomorrow night will be Boston and Tampa Bay. And the Penguins and Washington do skate tonight. That's what I thought. They skate in Pittsburgh tonight. 7:30 they drop the puck. The Capitals lead that best of 7, or actually they're tied up 1 apiece. So game 3 tonight, Washington, Pittsburgh. Game 3 tonight will be Nashville at Winnipeg, and they'll drop the puck in Winnipeg at 8 o'clock tonight. We, of course, hello Josh Lawson. Thank you, my friend, watching the show. We will pick back up today, 5:45 airtime, 6 o'clock first pitch. Final game of the regular season. Elizabethton trying to get to that 20-win plateau. They're 19-7. A very formidable opponent. In fact, quite frankly, the best team in the area, bar none, hands down. This team is the real deal. Science Hill 28-6 will take on Elizabethton 19-7. So you got yourself what, 28-19? What is that? 47 wins on the field tonight. It's pretty strong. And so 2 of the better programs in the area will square off. 5:45 airtime, 6 o'clock first pitch. Brought to you by our title sponsor, of course, Chick-fil-A. Tommy Tipton and the folks in Elizabethton. Greg Taylor.
Speaking of
my
that,
friend.
wait, I'm not done. Speaking of Chick-fil-A, it brought you some lunch, Tom, direct from your sponsor, Chick-fil-A. There you go.
Thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chili lime pepitas. Is that how you say it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Put that on your salad and
what might I ask we put this on, since I've never heard of this?
Put that on your salad. Put that on your salad.
Put that on your salad.
Yep.
Does it have a little kick to it?
It might.
Yeah. It's my friend Greg. Okay.
We'll let you report back to us on that, Tom, and see.
With sweat rolling off my head. Okay.
Absolutely.
Chili lime pepitas. How do you say that, sir?
Well, let's
I'm
see.
from West Virginia.
Pepitas,
okay.
Yes.
We say soup, beans, and cornbread.
There you go. With onions.
With onions.
And fried taters.
And chow chow. That'll set you free. I'm coming back here soon, am I not?
Yes, sir.
Yep. So Chris Bell couldn't be with us today. We'll have him back on at a future date. Do want to say thanks to the folks who did have one. That was obvious the young ladies from the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport, Josh Lawson of the Kingsport Mets, and of course our dear friend Greg Taylor here. Appreciate him very much. We are out of time. We are out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours, as we always say, and we'll come back on screen here in just a second. Let's hit that right there. And we, again, tell you that we appreciate you so very much being with us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So we, again, get ready to bring it back to you tonight. We'll go on air again at 5:45 with the pregame, 6 o'clock first pitch from, as we said, Cardinal Park, now TVA Credit Union Ballpark in Johnson City. The Cyclones, final game before the tournament starts on Friday night, will be in action on Friday night from Cardinal Park. And so this is the final tune-up, and a good one that it is. Science Hill 28-6. That's strong. They ran to the Big Seven undefeated at 12-0. They'll start their tournament on Saturday up the road here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. They'll play the winner Friday night's game between Dobbins Bennett and Cherokee at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. So till we re-greet you at 5:45 this afternoon, for Greg Taylor and Josh Lawson and Tina and Lisa from the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Kingsport, this is Tom Taylor telling you, as always, win or lose, be a good sport. So long, everybody, as we wrap up show number 738 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.